Good morning. It's very early. It is 4:36 a.m. in Utah, and leaving my home. Got everything packed up in the Jeep, and I'm gonna go meet some boys driving Jeeps. We're gonna have a fun weekend. Welcome to BROAB 2021.
I'm worried about this. He's as close to the edge as he wants to be.
It could be a commercial for gladiators.
Just kind of watch your side. Oh, hang on. I didn't have it on right.
I need to know my line.
It's time to get rolling. You know, we're making good time driving down to Moab. Sun's just barely beginning to peek up over the mountains and turning the sky a beautiful orange color. Reminds me of all the rock and the sand we're gonna see down there. Excited for this weekend. You know, the drive down here to Moab from Utah County is absolutely beautiful. Amazing mountains, beautiful hills. It's been really fun this morning to kind of watch the sunrise come up over these and look at the various bits of light and how it changes. I don't think I ever get bored of it. I've been down here so many times, and yet I still love it every single time. It's been a lot of fun too, talking on our GMRS radios. We've upgraded this year from ham radios to GMRS, and the range is dramatically better. I've seen a kind of a trend in the outdoor community right now, the outdoor off-road community, going to GMRS more and more, and I'm really glad we did it. This GMRS radio we installed has amazing range. We're talking like 20 miles. Before, I was lucky to get a mile on my ham radio, and the walkie-talkies wouldn't do much better either. And now with these GMRS radios, you could literally have someone way behind you, not even be able to see their vehicle, but still be able to communicate, let each other know where you are, things like that. Looking forward to using them out on the trail. Making great time. We should arrive in Moab right around 8 a.m. Well, we made it to Maverick here in Moab, Utah, and we're filling up all the Jeeps. And we're gonna go get on the trail nice and early. It was a beautiful drive down here to be able to see all the mountains and the sun rising and things like that. And it's kind of fun to just all get together now finally for the first time. And of course, see other people in Jeeps. There's John out there talking with some new guy with his Jeep and making new friends.
Jeremy, I'm a little bit jealous of you because you're on the 2022 list.
The drive out to Poison Spider Mesa is one of my favorites. Running right along the river, these gigantic cliffs up along the side of you. It's just beautiful, and if you pick the right time of day where the sun is coming down and hitting the rocks and either setting or rising, it's absolutely phenomenal. I love this drive out, and even though it's just on the pavement, it's absolutely beautiful, and I love doing it. Sometimes when we come out here, I'll just drive this just for fun. So it's a lot of cool moments to be driving through, looking at the mountains, looking at the cliffs, thinking about all the trails we've done riding along the tops of these cliffs, and looking at the Jeeps in front of you and looking in the rearview mirror and seeing the Jeeps behind you. And wow, what an awesome day, and what a great way to start 2021 BROAB. Well, we've reached the trailhead, and now we got to air down our tires. Now, if you're not familiar with off-roading, airing down gives you a little bit more traction, and it also softens the ride up a little bit as you're hitting rocks and going over, ledges and dropping down and things like that. It can be pretty jarring, especially when you're doing hours and hours off-road. So we air down to be able to make that a little bit softer, and it also allows the tire to kind of expand out. If your tire's normally this wide, by airing down, it kind of spreads out and gives you more possibilities for traction. Now this year, I'm actually really excited to test out my new air down system. I used to use an ARB air down kit where it would essentially pull the valve out of the valve stem and allow it to, air down really fast, and then you could, put it back in again. It's like a little screwdriver tool, and you've probably seen a lot of those in off-road videos and things like that. Well, now I've got these new monster valves from PowerTank, and I'm really excited to see how quickly they air down, but it does take a little bit of a trick. It's like a two-handed procedure. So I've got these little quick pops. I just pull that off, and I put this in so I can kind of see what my current pressure is. And then I'm gonna release this over here, unscrew that, and the air's gonna come popping out. So here I go. I'm right now at my 30 pounds of pressure. Gonna Holy cow, that goes fast. Wow. And that is down to 15. Holy cow! That was crazy fast. Crazy fast. Like, I've always been impressed by John's Nomad wheels by TerraFlex, because you can undo that little valve and it airs down to the perfect level every single time. And it's fast. It's really fast. But that, I can see why PowerTank says that was made for desert racing, for fast air down, race, competitions, things like that. That was absolutely incredible. I could see myself getting used to that process and getting a little, getting a little repetition, getting a little habit built, and being able to do that very, very, very quickly. The biggest challenge I faced was getting my hands in there around these trim rings. With that in the way, it really blocked me from getting in there easily. So that was a little tricky, but not bad. And I think, especially as I get used to where I need to tighten it back up and close it off, it's kind of like, okay, do I need to go quickly or can I do it a little bit? And I'm starting to get used to it after doing 4 tires. And holy cow, that was fast. I've got all 4 of my tires aired down, and Andrew hasn't even finished his first one. Now he's on 40s, I'm only on 37, so he's got a lot more rubber to air down. But even still, those PowerTank monster valves are absolutely incredible. And for, what was it, $150? Being able to modify my existing wheels to get that kind of performance, absolutely worth it. Is that a horse? Well, we've aired our tires down, disconnected our sway bars, put ourselves in 4 low, and now we are beginning out on the trail. Feels good to be back, and it's already turning out to be a fantastic day.
If anyone wants a spot at that, let me know. It wasn't too bad though.
Just listening to that axle.
Nice moves. Awesome. Having a blast. So, I'm gonna have to park my Jeep. Last time I went off-roading, had a check engine light and ended up having the entire rear end completely changed out. The locker in the back, the rear housing, everything is somehow superheated and ended up needing the whole new axle. In fact, come take a look at the new awesomeness I have. This new G2 housing is upgraded and has all new everything inside. So for all intents and purposes, this is a brand new axle. Yet the same problem I was having last time started happening again. The wheels were kind of chirping. It was almost like my lockers were engaged, even though I knew that they weren't. So I was able to get a bar of service. I called up the guy who was able to put my my axle housing in, the Jeep guy in Linden, Utah. And Zach told me it's possible that the one sensor that didn't get replaced, maybe that's bad, or maybe it's the wiring in the Jeep itself that's causing the locker to turn itself on and turn itself off. Either way, I wouldn't advise driving it. And so it's with a heavy heart that I'm parking this thing, and I'm gonna go hop in with Ryan and do the rest of the trail today. And there's a high likelihood, in fact an almost certainty, that I will not be able to drive my Jeep the whole rest of the weekend. Very disappointed, feeling frustrated, but you know, that's part of the challenge when you have an off-road vehicle like this, when you have a hobby like this. Sometimes you're gonna run into these challenges. I mean, I'm not having nearly as much problems as Jesse did. Jesse just barely replaced his whole entire engine. So, you know, we all have different things we work on. We all have different problems that we have. And the great thing about this whole hobby and this whole, vehicle set is that, in my experience at least, almost nothing is irreplaceable. You can always fix something. You can always upgrade something, and the vehicles just keep on going. So, you know, one might look at this and say, well, this is proof that they're not reliable. No, this is proof that we continue to put them through lots and lots of abuse, and then we fix them, and then they still continue running. To me, that's another great reason to buy a Jeep. Poison Spider's a fun trail, and the advantage of not being in my own Jeep makes it easier for me to hop out and film it so you guys can enjoy it. Have you done this trail? And if so, did you claim your badge in the Badge of Honor program? That is awesome. And if not, when are you getting out to Moab next? Put it in the comments, I want to hear it. This obstacle is called the waterfall, and there's a whole series of Andrew's like watching me over here. There's a whole series of rock spins and turns and things like that. It's a really cool little opportunity to zip around and and climb up some cool rocks, and you kind of zig and zag back and forth. It's a really fun little obstacle. Little tricky, you got to pick the right lines, but if you do, really fun.
Take over. No, you did it. Oh, he's got wheel spacers. I didn't even know that. Right over him.
I would put my left tire, my driver tire on this little step, but you can do it. I mean, it should all just walk up, so you should be fine. Hold that line. A little bit passenger. Hold that line. Right there. Keep going. You got it, Brian. And of course, any part of off-roading is having a bunch of spectators catcalling you as though it's your first time driving and making you feel stupid. So you can never avoid these guys, and generally you just have to ignore them.
Hey,
This is what I
Andrew,
mean.
Were they out of 42s? You had to go with
They go up
40s?
first, then they're like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
small.
easy. Then they just tease everyone else who jumps up. Bunch of jerks.
Nice. Barely. We know what you. Come, driver. There you go. Go straight.
Dump truck.
Well, I had to get out of there real quick, otherwise I was gonna get run over, but I love watching the Jeep span those two rocks. Super cool. So Jesse wants to take a look at what the underside looks like, so he put his phone down on the ground there, and he's gonna drive over top of it. Andrew, stop. Andrew, come straight.
There you go.
Driver. Yep. Little passenger. That's good. Nice job. You know, another big part of the fun on these trips is getting out and guiding each other. Just saying, hey, go driver, go passenger, listening to your spotter. It's a lot of fun just to get out of the car and, you know, look around and be the one responsible for making sure someone doesn't die. Sometimes I like to see the look on someone's face when they're climbing up a hill.
Mr. Sandman.
That was easy. How come you made that look so easy?
That's what I do.
So I got the new iPhone 13 Pro, and it's got this new cinematic mode where I can be in focus and Ryan can be blurry or, you know, back and forth, which is really cool. I just touch on the screen and say, hey, I want to see my face. Now I want to touch on his screen. I want to see his face. And it's a cool function, but it does make for a different style of filming, and hopefully it hasn't been too bumpy for you. I'm still getting used to using it and how I negotiate with it and things like that, but I much prefer using an iPhone for filming these kind of events versus a GoPro. Not only is it easier to grab the footage and do stuff with it, but just the controls you have with the camera are amazing. It doesn't feel like we're going down very steep, but we are. See, that's Jesse driving down the same thing we just came down. And believe me, it always feels a lot steeper than it looks on camera. I love how they place maps all around the trail so you can kind of see where you are. Little Arch and Pig Rock, huh? Let's go check it out. So we stopped for lunch, and supposedly there's a place right down here that's got an arch and a cave. So it'll be kind of fun to explore. Until then, let's have a little bite to eat.
Out the temperature of the rollers into the fabric. So just a good warm. Very nice. Even I don't eat those, bro.
Darren got more miles than a freaking 78 pickup.
Cage thing. Yeah. Defect. Boom!
Wow.
You guys know the name of this arch?
What?
Do you guys know the name of this arch?
What's the name of the arch? Probably the Poison Spider Mesa arch.
Okay. Sweet. That is a great arch.
Look, there's Jeeps down there.
What are they doing down there? You guys want to stand out on the arch? Just around the riverbed?
Hey,
See a lot of colors. Colors of the way.
I can actually see exactly where I broke it.
Really?
No, I'm dead serious. I can see the tree that I went around. Bing! Snap.
Yep, that's Moab Rim. Wait, that's not Moab Rim.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Where's the trail?
You don't see it going right at the center?
Oh, there. I was looking out here at the edge.
Here's where that old 4
Yeah.
And there's that bit, the main obstacle.
That's what those Jeeps are. Oh, okay, they're parked at the Moab Rim.
Head up there.
Start, yeah.
And right after
You
you
go
leave
up
the
there.
shadows, make a little turn to the left.
Yep,
And then
and
there's a big
that's-
tree. And
That's where the
spot.
tragedy happened.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
I see it right there. Right there. Look at that view. That's incredible.
This is like John's worst nightmare. He's as close to the edge as he wants to be on both sides.
Yeah, he's putting up.
Oh, right. You're right by the edge.
Right.
Hey. So that's where those guys went over the edge as well last year.
Right here.
Oh, right, over here.
It was right off that main point.
That's a great view of that trail. Okay.
All right, guys. Smile for the picture. Pretty awesome.
Explain how close you
This
get.
is spectacular. I love seeing stuff like this. I don't mind heights. I think John's a little nervous. John, how you feeling?
I'm better now that we're on our way out. Me too. I made it though. I did it.
Yeah, you did it, John.
Well, it was good for a good picture, and boy, that view is just incredible, isn't it?
Awesome. The view of Moab Rim Trail is pretty cool too from here.
Kind of want to do that this afternoon. Oh wait, I don't have a Jeep, never mind.
The difference between 42 and 35.
So, according to the people, there's supposed to be a cave around here. There was a lot of footprints on this track right here, so we assume this is the right way. Let's go see if we can find it. There's some people over here. It's probably a good sign. Yeah, that's it. We'll see how deep it is. Yeah, look at that. Hey guys. What's going on? There's an easier way you're gonna teach me? All right, show me how. Watch out for the cactus. All right. We got a professional here. Oh yeah, you gotta do some dodging here. Oh yeah, good dodging, good cactus dodging. Well, you're right, that was easy. Nice work. Pretty cool. Yeah. Goes all the way up here, huh? It's anybody's property? Anybody could come here?
Well, I was lucky because my sister got tape, really strong tape, and she like pulled it out. But if you don't do that, then it starts to itch over time.
Well, after a delicious lunch, a brief hike, an awesome arch, and a pretty cool little cave, it's time to get rolling. Let's hop back in and see if we can go find that part where eagles dare. Hey, Andrew. You having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Degrees, which is pretty steep. Pretty steep too.
Barely even touched. And that is why these things are essential. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Getting bigger tires is the same as stacking. Tell me I'm wrong.
Turret arch. Hell's Revenge? Yeah. Opinion related question for you. Okay. So.
I always love it when we can find a spot overlooking the city, letting us see the amazing view that's here, and it's super peaceful up here. This is one of the things I love most about these off-roading adventures we do, is finding spots like this that you wouldn't normally find in other places. You can't get to in other places. I mean, there's no way that someone in a regular sedan would have gotten. I mean, you guys saw the trail. You know, there's no way a sedan or a minivan or something like that would get up there. So the only way to bring up, your kids to this or come visit it yourself is to have the right kind of vehicle. That's why I do it. That's why I enjoy these kind of things. So, pretty incredible. When you've been driving on the trail for quite a while, the exciting bumps and obstacles and things like that sometimes will start losing their excitement. And when it happens, it's always good to either get out and walk for a little bit, especially if you're not the person driving, or take a break, and just help prevent some of that burnout, that trail burnout.
We were going to be able to go up and it went down.
It went down before it went up.
I heard you hit your face on the
Right here.
right both sides.
Yeah.
That was a hard stop.
Slammed your face on the steering wheel. I heard the honk.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we totally heard you
I
honk.
heard the honk. I just.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was an airbag or a honk.
it just dipped down enough
It
to.
dipped down right before we got there.
I like this route.
All right, you gonna redeem yourself, or you're going the other way?
I'm going this way.
You hit there too? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
I was like hitting. I was like, okay, I guess we're going. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's rock. I thought that was chipped paint, but that's actually rock.
That's rock. Then it came off on the paint.
Yeah, it didn't actually chip your paint. That's impressive.
I got another
Is it
one
on both
over
sides?
here well, that's for another time.
Another time. Not bad. And this is where eagles dare. Might not look like much, but it's very steep. Very, very steep. And we've seen more than one person attempt this and almost end up in tragedy. Jesse stopped for some reason. I think he's going again. Maybe he's just getting his bearings. Pretty awesome. I hope he felt the jitters. There's like a little butterfly feeling you get when you do these obstacles and when you're going up that steep. A little surge of adrenaline. It's pretty awesome. Jared's next. That's the beautiful thing about this slick rock is it just sticks. You could put your vehicle up and you could be at a 35-degree angle and your Jeep just sticks. The tires, everything. So it's a pretty awesome feeling. Where eagles dare. I'm gonna go hop in the passenger seat with Ryan and see if I can get some jitters. Even just holding on to the bar in the front. Maybe that'd be enough to make me feel a little nervous. Although you always feel more nervous when you don't have control of the vehicle, right? How you feeling about this?
I need to know my line.
Follow the white dots. Straight on up.
Lock it up. That's the only thing is the line.
Yeah, just keep your Jeep right in the center.
That's freaking steep, dude.
Did it give you the heebie-jeebies?
That one I felt my stomach on the initial ascent. Just because there's nothing on the sides.
Uh-huh.
I mean, once you get going, it's fine, but
So I looked down at one point and I only looked north and it's 38 degrees. Yeah.
Ryan, you're pretty flexed out too, man. On this one side.
It's pretty steep going down as well, if I remember. Just drop down, it's like...
Well, all these eagles dared, and they did a great job. Again, just follow the white lines and head on up, and it's a fantastic job. Look at this view. Absolutely awesome.
I already walked that.
That wasn't like stupid, but that was pretty steep.
It's fun.
It was fun.
It's definitely one that gets your heartbeat going.
Yeah.
For sure. All right.
Look how much you're flexed out just like parking. Oh, it's crazy. And then Andrew looks like he's straight out of a Jeep commercial here. Seriously, that looks like it could be a commercial for Gladiators. You got the mountains in the background and yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, you're good. I hope you're loving the camera shots as much as I'm enjoying capturing them, because it feels like every single one is worth a print in a magazine. What's a magazine? All right, a picture on the internet. Anyway, views out here are spectacular. You should come out here and try this sometime.
This is unreal.
It's an awesome looking arch right there.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, it's like only the train tracks usually get to come in this little canyon.
Yeah.
Road.
I feel like the Jeep in front of us is disappearing.
10 and 2.
Yeah. That was steep. I don't know if it looks steep, but it sure feels steep. What angle are we at? Angle? We need a tiltometer in here.
Andrew, tell me what that angle is.
Looks like 33 was the highest off or the slowest on that incline, decline.
And we went up 38.
Oh, fresh squeezed Jeep there.
I just didn't want to scratch the tire.
No, you're good, bro. like 6 inches. 24. You're fine, dude. You're not going over.
Probably feels a lot worse than it looks.
Oh, I guarantee you. And then you're right against the rock.
They're gonna watch a video and be like, that's it? Man, why'd we go half a mile an hour?
I mean, let's be honest. Most people aren't used to 4 inches from the fender, right?
Yeah, I suppose it's probably true.
They don't have some butter?
You just want to slide on through?
Yeah, call that the Lubicon now instead.
That was tight.
That's great. Hold that line.
We hit 24 degrees on the roll.
I think he's out, but then I realize he's still, the whole back of his Jeep keeps coming and coming. So did that look or feel as tight as it didn't look?
I'm
I'm not sure how to answer that.
I don't want to answer that question. I just paid attention to Jesse hadn't swap me through.
That's all you gotta do is just pay attention to your spotter.
Exactly. Just like that.
This obstacle is called Launch Pad, and it's because it's so steep, it's like it's launching you into space. Sounds like he's honking his horn. You got a honk in your horn there, Jared?
Yeah, just letting everybody know. If you're
Yeah.
before you launch, you gotta honk.
Oh, yeah, get out of the way. That's right.
I have an automatic GoPro at the back first, just to help slow me down more. That's kind of how I reset stuff like this.
Andrew scraped that big gladiator booty on that pretty good, but pretty awesome. Still having fun. Here comes John, last one down. Was he gonna like spin out? Irresponsible, dangerous, unwise, and awesome and fun. Sometimes I feel like I use too many adjectives. I need some new ideas for adjectives describing jeeping. Put those in the comments. Not bad. Not bad, my friend. Getting close to the end of the trail now. You guys bored yet? So, what's been your favorite part of the day?
Ooh. I'll tell you what, that climb on Where Eagles Dare, that got me a little bit. I was generally confident through everything, even that. But for a moment there, it was that anxiety, excitement. Oh crap! So I think that one takes the cake, and then the views. You know, you earn the views.
Chris, keep an eye on the tilt thing. I want to know what the percentage is.
On that tree, front and rear, momentum, not heavy gas. Put in first manual.
Wanna come show me?
Straight.
Right into the sun.
Roll through it.
Don't do it.
Roll through
Oh, I
it.
thought you said don't. You need to talk more clearly. That's right.
Roll through it. Steady pace. Go. Keep going. Keep going it down. All right, you got this. Can you pull up one?
Hey!
Hey, you're going
Back
the wrong
up!
way.
Back up!
They really want you to take that other one, don't they?
Keep going. Go farther back. Driver! Driver!
All right. With Andrew's longer wheelbase, we think there's a possibility he's gonna get stuck with his booty right there. So
I'm voting I'm not going to make it.
we'll see. I think you will. I think you will. In worst case scenario, they winch you up, right?
You want to hit it straight on. You're too far over. You want to go straight on.
I can't see Jack.
Okay.
the sun makes it so you
So
can't
back up a couple feet. Say go hard driver. Forward a couple. Keep going. Now straighten them out. A little bit passenger. Straighten them out. Okay. Right there, a little passenger. Lock front and rear. And we'll see how it looks. If your butt's getting stuck, we'll back you off. Nice and easy.
There's a big rock right there. Happens to be in the exact wrong spot.
His butt's gonna drag this whole time. Back off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't do that.
Put your wheels back.
Yeah, it's probably smart not to push that one. But it's always fun to try and get people to do stuff. As long as they're not trying to hurt themselves or other people or their vehicles. Just getting them pushed past their comfort level. You ever feel like you're being followed?
coming. He's coming.
Why don't you put that back tire down?
He will
You'll get more traction that
A
way.
little bit more passenger just to keep that back passenger on the wall.
Dude, look at his flex. Freaking awesome. That looks awesome, Andrew.
Let me look over here real quick.
What is gonna roll off?
You might bump your booty, but just come slow. It's nothing damaging. It's nice and easy.
He's on 35, dude. He's gonna scrape like crazy.
No, you won't. I'll get him in a smooth line. I just don't like you, so I had you bumped. Slow. Nice and easy right there on that line. The whole way through right there, you're going to roll right through.
Nice. Jackass.
I expect you to do some of your own funny. Sorry, John.
That's what happens when we have tiny tires.
There you go.
Being behind the wheel is totally different than watching it on YouTube. Believe me.
I try to get
Well, we're coming to the close of the day, coming down the waterfall. Overall, Poison Spider's been a great trail. Just as good as I remembered it, and probably better in some ways. Ryan, overall thoughts? What'd you think?
Really, I would agree. Fun day. I look at the obstacles now, having done them before. What are more challenging lines? What are better lines? I like the progression of pushing. So I really enjoyed it as a repeat, and it's one I definitely do again. I loved the addition of where Eagles Dare.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go around the belly.
Sometimes you go around your belly. Well, hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna go back and find my Jeep, get it back to town again, and hopefully everything's gonna be fine with that one. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share, and hopefully we have a BROAB day 2, but I guess we'll see.
Skidboard.
Oh my gosh. No, please, no. What? What have you done? What have you done? Oh my gosh, it's so awful. It's so ugly.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeremy. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, the flames went out. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. But oh look, I think your flames went out. It already blew out.
Oh, it's so bad.
And you got some wax, you know.
Oh my gosh, that is
So
Hey, Jeremy, what do you think?
it's beautiful. It's just what I've always wanted.
Shark bait, ooh ha ha.
I feel like it was professionally painted too.
Yeah, I would use that word.
He's a professional something.
So, you know, there's always a risk when you leave your Jeep somewhere that someone's going to mess with it. And, you know, you expect people to be nice. You expect people to be good and kind to each other. But sometimes, you know, people do stuff that's inappropriate and awful. And sometimes it's your own friends.
No, that's awesome. Sun's setting on it. It makes it angrier.
So they decided as a lovely birthday present that I get to have this. Not only do I get to have this beautiful shark angry grill, but I don't get my other grill back.
Bloody shark angry grill.
Bloody shark angry grill.
Eyelids too.
So, I mean, how appropriate is this that the Jeep can't go in four-wheel drive and can only drive around town?
I'd be angry too.
Now, for all of you that run one of these actual grills, I want you to know that as a follower here on YouTube, I appreciate you, and I think your choices are great. And I don't want you to think for a second here that I'm ridiculing you because I have a shark grill and I think it looks out of place for me, but that's just my style. But apparently I have a new style. So, happy birthday to me.
So awesome. It's all right.
These are the idiots in charge of that lovely gift
Ryan and I
prank.
have been giggling